Hello there. It's your boy, Tasty Cake. Let's see. All sounds good. Shabalama moo moo. 217 subscribers. Wow. Let me get the camera out of the sun. There, one more. One more. One more. There. Okay, so I was going to make a couple of videos earlier, but as Wednesday, I had issues with the creative through Internet Explorer. And over again, it said, dull. The third party program I have, which is iOrbit stuff, told me to just delete. And you look on things you don't need. Internet Explorer. This was a program through Internet Explorer. I deleted it. I have no issues. I had the headset plugged into the thing forever and a day. Just an old program. You just can't get rid of things. Some things can be saved, others not. So I have been, oh, excuse me, I want to take a nap. Because I was going to do videos earlier, but I just tired, exhausted, mentally exhausted. And then you listen to any music. I'm just going back and forth through things here and there. And the hot topic, appropriate words. It's talking about the fires in California. Like, I can talk easily about it here, my page, raves and rants, but I want to have a cast, a crew to, share. One of them is in Japan right now, so he's not having to deal with anything while I have people that I know of, could say acquaintances, but Facebook friends, they are suffering right now, and it's getting closer. I am always grateful to those first responders, those who are trying to do something about it. And of course, the power just went down on my tablet, so time to put it away here. Can I charge it? We have an old tablet that, dies, but, I'm still using it for Candy Crush Soda Saga. Excuse me. So I like to just do something that's on topic, currently happening. Trying not to get too political, but the fact is, when you have the higher ups that have sent money away from us to fight to help those so far away from us, and there is no water in the hydrants, there's no water in the reservoir. The fires are getting worse. I know some people, they didn't have power for 54 hours, but they got power back. One was at the gym. The power went out, came back on. Another, big thing about wanting to be there in California. Now she has to wear a mask because she can't breathe. And it's, the flames are, it's things I just want to talk about tomorrow to air on Monday. And then pushing the scheduled episode about stores closing, push off to later this month. They easily changed because stores are always closing. These are just memories of what we remember. Memories of places long gone by. And it was a good episode. That's why it's just one of those filler episodes you can push in. I think I'm doing a TikTok one. No, not on TikTok, about TikTok, because I'm not on it. I'll be honest with you. I tried logging in. I logged in through Facebook and it would not let me log out. It's like, why are you? And they were stealing they're stealing information. Yeah, I said it. It's true. And I had to delete it to be able to log out of Facebook. So I don't trust TikTok. But everyone else went to that format. Now there's Lemon, something like that. So I like to get this more perspective of those that are on TikTok to say, oh, what's you wanting to do, what you gonna do, because there are people I know. I used to say my acquaintance, but and the ideas of so nice and talking, but I always said she was my acquaintance, but I'm not hers, not even her friend. And then again, I have people on the show that are not friends with me, but they'll come on a show, so I have no problem with that. But they talk with me. This one doesn't talk at all. It's like post comments on their YouTube page. They'll comment back, but no. Wow. Heartbreaking. So I went off track again, as I always do. But no, I deleted a stupid creative driver. When I ignored it, it screwed up the computer. When I finally deleted it, everything's cool. I use Realtek. Everything's kosher. So the other day, yesterday or day before, Mr. Home Arcade, check him out on YouTube, of course, posted he found Leatherhead from the Turtles of Grayskull line at Walmart. I said, all I could find is Krang. Just Krang is everywhere. And he asked me to find him. And so since today was a day of losing half my day, all these cashiers coming in, it's like, well, fine, I'm excited to stay, but what's the point? I just left. I went to one Walmart and I sent him a picture. I got him crying from Turtles of Grayskull. So Mr. Home Arcade knows it. He's getting this one. He's gonna send it out Tuesday. I hope to go out on Tuesday. It's supposed to be freaking cold. It's supposed to be stupid cold again. Which is stop these idiots here. But if the roads if it goes below freezing, I'm not going on icy roads. Not even to the post office. Because I had to go on the highway. Not the interstate, the highway. No way I'm going on the interstate. But he knows he's got it. So that's the thing. And I will, continue with him saying, it's below freezing outside. I even looked on the funny thing on MSN forecast. I said, well, show me the weather for the month. They predicted it's going to rain the day I go to Orlando. 60%, 90% Sunday, 60% Monday, 90% Tuesday. It's already be in Orlando. Like, hell's bells. Hopefully, get there, and if it's raining, I can't do anything about it. I gotta go. I gotta go to Florida on Monday, or gotta venture forth because I come back home in the rain. Poof. Just pray that it doesn't happen. But Monday I get to Orlando. I'm jumping again, but still. Monday I get to Orlando, get everything settled, go see a psychic. I know where she is. She closes at 10. Tuesday, probably Cocoa Beach. Wednesday is the Lunar New Year, so my mom can enjoy seeing other people. Either drive her around or such. Or maybe I'll go on to see the psychic that day too, either day, Hopefully not 2 days, it's going to cost some money. Thursday, I'm going to Animal Kingdom. Friday, not sure. Saturday, I'm going to see my ex, the one we're still friends with, give her gifts and everything. Sunday, probably go either Tuesday or Sunday, go to Coco. Monday, go down to Webster, Florida. Got a big flea market open there, and leave on Tuesday morning. Just I got my Powerball ticket today. Bought a Powerball and a Fantasy 5. Interesting ticket. That's all I'm gonna say. Very interesting numbers. If this number was a little bit lower number, it would correspond to an interesting ticket, but doesn't have to be that way. Just like I'm believing that's the ticket. That's a ticket. So I'm going to win big. And the meme I posted on my Facebook page, if I win the Powerball, I'm just gonna be annoying or something. I can't remember. I don't want to bring up any more tabs. I said, no, I changed my mind. Win a Powerball, I ain't showing up. They can figure out that won money because, somebody in this town won the lottery thing. Was it me? I'm not saying, but you'll know because I won't come to work. But even with that, I'm not going to claim the ticket until after I do my taxes. Because I come back on Tuesday, a week later, I'm going to do my taxes. Not getting paid anything back, but at least I have the stupid things taken care of. Oh, yeah, I was going to look at something. Keep sitting these damn scarves. It says I need 3 1.5 volt AG13 button batteries for this thing, this sonic screwdriver. And I went to Walmart and all they had was 3 volt. This is 1.5 volt. I kept looking for 1.5 volts. I could not find it. The guy who I got this from, he had to take out the batteries because it was sent from overseas. Took it out of the box. And like, so all you do is replace the batteries. Like, we don't have the freaking batteries. That's the thing. Oh, I know what they are. Those are these button batteries. Okay. How's yeah, those were the button batteries that were in this thing. I kept thinking it was a bigger circle ones, but there's a tiny ones. I couldn't find it, so I was right on the button. Right on the button. I still got to do videos from last week. Maybe I'll do it today. I need 3 1.5 volt AG13. That's looks like an AG13. Scratch it out. AG13 batteries. I knew I was right, but I kept looking. I was like, because when I went to find Krang, Walmart only had 2 left. Like, what? They usually have half a dozen. It's weird. But Mr. Home Arcade knows it. He said he always like to have a backup. So he's gonna send me Leatherhead. I got a Krang for him, so all's good. I got my I showed stuff in the last video. I got my package box from Entertainment Earth. It was crushed. Now, I'm not a mint collector on these figures, the Turtles of Grayskull. I'm gonna open them, but Draft got his card got crushed. The box got crushed. No big deal because I do want to open these figures. These in the review, Kenzo's Creations. Kenny, who's my moderator, he did the review on the 3 because he got the set. The set has Mechanic in it, but he doesn't want to open the box. So we got the 3 loose ones. So that's what I got. So he and I are both waiting for Mechanic to come in. It's a beautiful card. It's strange for this. These versions now, they don't have their better head sculpts, but they put their initials on it, which is weird. That's pretty weird. I like it anyway. So I gotta put them away later. Donatello. Interesting, because it was Mr. Home Arcade again. He did a comparison about would you want them with the letters, their letters on their chest, or without them. So it was a comparison thing. But it was also Kenny did that, because I know Kenny, he took Rattler out, the extended neck and everything else, which is weird. The ooze left a trail leading straight to the recently mutated Rattler, who can now control the minds of those infected with venomous mutagen. Which is also weird because the mutagen has given him an extended mutated creature coming out of his mouth. Like, okay. So couldn't get Mechanic yet. But Turtles of Grayskull, there's only, the two series. That's it. There's no more. So that's why I want to collect these and get them. Now, when I went to Walmart, they did have the Walmart closest to me, which is usually a dump. So I just got crying for Mr. Home Arcade. They did have the Wave. They did have April O'Neil, Stealth Ninja, Leonardo, Hordak. I'm surprised with that one. And Stealth Ninja He-Man. So they actually got stuff in. I saw this at the Walmart, which was a little further away, over the interstate. And I was like, okay, I like this because Omega Customs had a design for the head, specifically from the mini comic. But I was thinking combining it with Splinter's outfit, put the shroud and maybe the belt, shoulder pad, maybe definitely the feetses, the mask, the shroud, the mask over Splinter's outfit, and put on top of He-Man and just make the head of me. So gets me under the mask. And again with Web Store, the animated Web Store, it's a different. Hi, Kenny. It's a different shade. I went to yesterday, Barbarossa Customs, looking for a particular picture. Someone has another Leo Skeletor, and the shade of purple is a little bit lighter shade of purple than Web Store. And I went to look on Barbarossa Customs. He doesn't have that one. He has red, pink, yellow, glow in the dark, green, and Leo Toys gray, which I have for this custom of Skeletor, and Leo, is it gray or charcoal? I think it's charcoal. You get charcoal and Leo Toys gray or Leo Toys purple. But it doesn't have that Leo Toys violet purple. Let's see. Violet purple would be closest to, come here, Betsy, Psylocke. The violet purple. That's the color I want. That's what I'd probably ask him as a request, because he did make he did make for me a Leo Toys Faker head for the vintage figure. I'm sure I sent that to Corey at Makeshape Create. Corey has to do something about the legs, which he's done before through dude in England, Powell. He did it he was in contact with a dude in England who showed you what to do, and Corey did it to fix the legs on a vintage figure with a little rubber band thing. So he can do that. He can put the vintage style Leo Toys Faker head on the body. So I'm going to ask for that color shade of purple for Skeletor to make for web store. So I went to UPS today to do that. I just didn't feel like doing a poster day because it was Saturday, and I'm not sure how long it would have taken. I did get this one in the mail. R4 TR3. I like this one. R4 unit shaped like a Christmas tree, and he's got a star. That's a new little headpiece that I don't have. Oh, it's mounted. It's a mounted headpiece. So, yeah, he'll be sitting on the display because I was waiting for Disney to do the 4-packs again, but they didn't. They did the 4-packs of the original 4 Christmas and 4 years of Christmas and 4 years of Halloween. But they didn't continue on. So the 4 years of Christmas had a scarf. The 4 years of Halloween had bat hats. So easily got a tape, display them, no big deal. And then save the original ones on a card. Which some of the original ones that I think I'm missing a couple because they're like gotten to it late. But my best friend always gets me these Star Wars figures. I think I ordered a zombie. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Maybe I was just waiting for him to get it for me. But I like this one. I did like this one enough to buy because I want to open one of them. And the other one is keep on a card. And then the zombie one, an R5D4 with a chunk out of his thing. I was never into zombies. I can watch Shaun of the Dead. I watched Night of the Living Dead through Sventuni. Yeah, kill the good guy at the end. It's kind of saying something right there. I don't know. Funny, now I'm awake. I was dozing off earlier. I got this from work. I got to remove these stickers. Peeps Gingerbread Men. So marked it down 89 cents. And not much into Peeps. I may do the video tomorrow. But tomorrow I really want to talk about everything in California, which will lead into certain things too. One example is, when they said insurance companies got out of it, and no more fire insurance. Well, that's been in Florida forever. The situation is, there's no money when you have so many people living in there and they all have insurance. Yeah, little things to be taken care of. But when you have this vast population comes about, the insurance companies can't afford to pay out all these damages. So they back out. There's nothing you can do about it. That's a sad fact. When you live in a metropolis, you got to deal with these things. How the fires came about to LA, it is damn disturbing. Happy birthday. One of those double crunch. Oh, sorry. Palmer double crisp. Greg over in the deli, he bought 2. So I bought the other 2. Just in case I didn't have any video sound on the video. So I had my backup, unlike the cheese, so. I'll do one of those later because I already ate dinner. Wasn't much. I really got to find these 1.5 volt. 3 1.5 volt AG13. I kept thinking it was a big round one. It's the tiny ones. And I kept looking at this self-checkout. Like, why are these people here? Why are they in my way? A nice girl said, oh, that number 32 is open. Thank you. in and out. Got one needed done today. Would have liked to have another hour of work, but got to win the Powerball and a Fantasy 5. I make that proclamation. I got a receipt. I'm not sure which one's for. Oh yeah, that was for the sending the packages to the UK. And I got there in a week, so I'm expecting Oz to get his birthday present. He didn't say anything yet. It says I can check it. It says it's supposed to be Monday, delivery date Monday. I can check it. I just haven't been up to it. Then send out the package of Mr. Home Arcade. I only have 2 kudzu. January 1st to 7th and January 8th to 14th. So 2 weeks is good. All these other ones for the past 2 years, I got to do cleanup. Well, after this, I am cleaning up. I don't know where I can put it, but it's coming out closer over here again. So I'm going to open up He-Man web store, put the Turtles of Grayskull away for now. Put away the Star Wars Advent Calendar do it this year. The Shadow Box, put away. The R4 unit, put away. The wall extender thing, I'm putting it down below. Oh, I did get a big old Palm Wonderful. I was thirsty, so that can be talked about anytime. Is just getting people interested in. I just don't want to jump on any sponsors. Are you sponsoring them? No, I'm not sponsoring them. I'm waiting for people to say, look what I got. Palm Wonderful. It's wonderful. It's antioxidant superpower. 100% pomegranate juice. I love it. Again, I was dozing. I was like, what time is it now? Can I get anything done yet? No, I'm going to doze a little bit more. Hope the video is running. Hope the audio is running. I did have to. Microsoft Edge did have an update today. I got that through Norton. So you can optimize it. Okay. Restart a computer. All good. No sign of past drivers that are taking me off. I did make a picture last night. Took my one favorite picture. I've been using a lot more for here. And I'll be using it probably permanent, most likely permanently. The one picture I used here for Spill the Geek Tea. And I put the little teapot. I took the picture that Oz fixed of me as Tasty Cake. Because he was tired of that little gray dot on the side of my shirt. So he fixed it. And he had it as like big, so I kind of like shrank it down. And I guess I saved it when I shrank it because now it's a certain size. No big deal. And I just asked him again, like, the picture we can fix it again. Thank you. I'll send him the original one with the gray dot, and he'll remove the gray dot. He'll move the circle around it, and so the original one is there. The new one he gave me, somehow I saved it, and I put it on the left side. It looks like it's too big, but it's when I made the circle or so around it, it's the same size as the teapot because the steam comes off the teapot, so it's pretty much the exact same size it did for. It just looks big. It is kind of big compared to the teapot itself, but for the size with the steam, it's the same. So I said, I'm not going to bother with it again. I'm happy with it. It incorporates me with Tasty Cake and the Reverend Amazon. I was thinking, do I have any more pictures? Like I have all the Funkos? No, I'm just, the 2 podcasts. I don't even do this as a podcast anymore. I can do it as a podcast, but It's not a visuals. Every time I do this, is a visual thing. So I may do podcasts again soon when I do more of the audio stuff, like monologues. Get back in a swing of things. Oz said he will try to be on the show tomorrow night because this is when he's usually resting. I said, if you can, you can. You know, I'm just grateful anyone pops in. Greg will be on. He's in Tokyo. He has an hour battery. There's no plug-in for his phone, so he's like on the mountain. He'll be sitting on a picnic table with a mountain in the background and a battery life of 1 hour on his phone. So let's try to keep the tomorrow night's show down to 55 minutes or so. Because now we're not debating, we're just stating the facts here. That, well, I'll be the one ranting about, how the government screwed up. The governor screwed up. The fire chief screwed up. Fire chief in New Orleans screwed up. Insurance companies, well, it's a supply and demand thing. We're trying to supply funds to help people out, but there's such a demand for all this damage because everyone keeps moving and moving. Florida expanded tremendously. That's why everyone backed out. That's why the rates went up. California did the exact same thing as Florida, raising the rates because they need money for too much damage. For this thing to hit Los Angeles the way it did, the guy on Instagram said foresty. He said foresty. Like, that's not foresty, it's forestry. Where the fires always hit where the forest is, and that's, we knew where it was. And so in LA, it's like the rest of us, like, oh my God, they're experiencing this damage. I feel sorry for them. But somehow the flame hit LA. In my mind, it's always going to be someone that's an arsonist. There are looters, as usual. You pull up a Farmer's Almanac every year, it tells you there's going to be winds. That's not going to change. And also predicts the hurricanes. So don't trust the meteorologist. Pick up a Farmer's Almanac. Poor Richards. Get it from a drugstore. Pay that increase in price, but at least you know something. When 3 different sources said 3 different things about yesterday. Oh, we're supposed to have snow flurries yesterday. It's going to rain. You're going to get cold. But it's supposed to, you're saying 24 degrees tomorrow. It's like, check the weather in the morning. See how it goes. Check the weather every freaking morning. Mark, you brought up something in my mind too. Check the weather every morning, because if tomorrow's 24 degrees, yeah, I'll be dropped off at work. But if it's not, I just, deal with more stupid people as usual. I win the Powerball. Yeah. I'm going to see Mark. Funny, me, Mark, and Dave all together. That'd be an interesting show. But again, money, things taken care of. That's all I'm saying. So I'm believing. Someone on Instagram who's like, he's possessed by, we're not possessed, but a spirit comes to his body. But then he said a spirit, you cannot have more than one spirit in your body. You are an extension. You expand your spirit. Like, then who the hell are you? 24 degrees Fahrenheit is going to be, we'll see about that. Below freezing here. We'll see what happens. Like my ex-girlfriend, the good one, the one I see every year, the one whose fiance is kind of like doing, ooh. It's like, I got stuff for her. Finding things I forgot last year. So this year, she said, "Did anyone offered to get me an autograph for Jodie Whittaker at MegaCon. I said, no. I looked up $100, $100 for an autograph, $100 for a photo op. I'm if I was if the Chinese New Year, well, I'm sorry, if the Lunar New Year, because it's the Chinese, it's the Vietnamese, it's the Korean, it's the lunar, it's the Moon New Year. That's what we're focusing on. Holy crap! Yes, but it's so odd that's happening here. Yesterday, no snow flurries, but it did snow north of us. So Atlanta got snow, and a lot of ice and sleet and frost and all that bad stuff. Alabama got snow. Forsyth, which is about Atlanta, is around 2 hours north. So Forsyth, give it around over an hour, and they had snow, like 3 inches of snow, something like that. And they said, "Don't go on the roads." Here, it was rain, nasty ass rain, and now it's what all these people do: panic because they're stupid. That's a filler episode all the time. Bad weather, panic. COVID, toilet paper. Right? So it again kind of happened today. It got busier. I was like, fine, take me out the register. Too many people. I don't give a rat's patoot. I got my stuff done. Well, I'd liked another hour, but oh well. Got the foods. Did not remember the size of the battery. There's those tiny little button batteries, like for the rest of the Sonics. I just thought it would. I knew it was. I said 1.5, but 3.3 volt ones are the big button, and the 1.5 are the tiny buttons. I just couldn't see it. So, thank you, Walmart, for nothing. I just wanted to push the buttons for a little while, Wow, it's and also when I talk about on tomorrow's show, turns out I read an article today. Canada actually had those planes that can scoop up water and drop it. Some idiot in a residential area had their freaking drone out, and the drone hit the plane. So now the Canadians can no longer help us because some a-hole decides like, oh, I'm going to show this on my TikTok and look at it. I was like, oh no, punk! I'm suing Canada because they hit my drone. That's what I'm guessing. I just know the flights have been canceled from Canada, so they cannot help because when I was on Interstate 4, I-4, years ago, I was driving down. Some a-hole had a drone right in front of my face. I could not move out of the way. I was like, landed they right in front of my window. So I do not trust those things. If I had a pellet gun, I would have shot that thing. I got my drone. You're right in front of my face. If I had a bat, I would do that. I would just take it out of the bat and smash it. It got my drone. But Mexico's helping. There's an actor like big dude. He's helping out helping out the pets. It's so my disgust with the government is just common and true. Everything's going on. Their president-elect, like, he hasn't been doing anything yet. He's contacted the governor, and the governor doesn't want to respond. Exactly. Do not need a cold. Sad part, that's the song "It Never Rains in Southern California." For this freakish fire to happen in LA, oh my god. Have the billionaire, the rich with theirs, but you have people that have lived there for such a long time, and they lost everything. But again, it's Like, why don't I have fire insurance? Well, same thing reason that Florida doesn't have insurance there too, because they cannot give out the money. Too many people. It will LA will be rebuilt. But for it to continue on like this, too many stupid things, no water in the hydrants, no water in the reservoirs. And what is the governor doing? I'm looking into. I'm talking to the president right now. And Trump goes, no, I haven't talked. He refuses to answer my calls. That's the way it is. I talked to on Greg on the Gmail. He sent me a lot of pictures, the pizza thing. He's still looking. He does videos on the timescales. Greg is the timescales. He now has 791 subscribers. He's building it up. Sad thing is, I see it at. He said it's not, but when our show is on his channel, the ratings are dropping. I mean, the ratings, but the number of subscribers are dropping. Now he's doing being in Japan. His numbers are rising again, and he's looking for the elusive orange chocolate Kit Kat through Japan only, which is available through Amazon. So, but that's part of the videos. Like, he's been to a bookstore, he's been to a game store. So anything, go on to his page, which of course I put on the bottom of the main page of my page. I put on the bottom of my page here of channels to watch or something like that. I don't know. Which I saw Spill the Geek Cheese now at 34. The backup page is up to 15. It's like, oh, what? And YouTube said you cannot, you're losing some of your things on your backup page because you don't use it often enough. Saying, well, it doesn't matter. It's a backup page. I made the boo-boo of making it, but it's good to be a subscriber to other people. I got Dave's numbers up. And for me, once the show is done, it's done. It's still on YouTube. And I still got to write down all the episodes. Just, watch them and go, okay, who's on it? The date when it finally appeared, this is the first one. Then everything else was just on Monday. Who was on it? What we talked about, just to keep that record. Tomorrow it's a short day. I'm going to extend on it though. Tomorrow I want to talk about the fires in California. How I will bring about with my segment how I never trusted. Well, I will try not to rant as much. When you tell me to go about, and then I just go full rant mode back to here, just say, these are the things that are happening. This is what happened. This is what people are trying to do. Others are trying to help, and some are not getting help at all. And we'll just throw into it like we do for the suicide prevention for the holidays. See if I bring up a list of, animal shelters, restaurants, this and that. There's people out there that are going to help you, not the government. Not the governor of California, not the fire chief of California. We'll go to New Orleans, not the fire chief of New Orleans. Look what happened there. The higher ups, they don't care. Was it when the hurricanes were happening on the East Coast, and people were promised maybe a $700 check, and some didn't get anything at all because money was sent overseas to fight in the war. The only money that's sending overseas is the mark. So, win the lottery tonight. Powerball. Because that's a hot topic. I'm going to switch the episode, which is the store closings, to towards the end of the month. So I just change the number, change the time. I want to make sure that we should do it So again, normal time. Maybe Oz will pop in if he's not tired. I'm gonna send a message to Jay. I'd say if I could send a message to Mega J Retro. But it's gonna be an hour. No, I'm gonna try to focus on an hour. Greg is going to be in the mountains on the bench, park bench, on the picnic bench, and with only an hour time on his phone. So everyone gets their time before I do. But Greg's having fun trying to find the orange chocolate Kit Kat. And just trains and such and this and that. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the general idea of we focusing on, this is what's happened, and I can bring up on my tablet here what's going on with people I know, how they're coping, because I know to some. She's now she has to wear the mask, can't wear contact lenses because it's coming closer and closer, and she lives in the middle of a concrete block. The AI boom requests to follow you. 748 followers, not right now, but I'm going to just get the information, because do it Sunday, post it on Monday, just general information, and that could lead just to other natural disasters. California fires, the insurance company, Florida, the hurricanes over the years, the insurance companies backed out. We left before they did, but people I still know down there. I mean, Christian's still down there. My friend, my friend told me how the rates of the insurance, these fly-by-night companies, just because you can't depend on anyone. There's nothing out there. You take it or you leave it. And that's why some people don't have the insurance for fire insurance. Some were just taken away from them as it is because they saw it coming. So, okay. How it was done weeks ahead of time before it even hit LA? That's what throws my mind. How are you on Orange Kid, Cowboy Jim? It is. It's Christian. Oh, yes. Legend of Charming TARDIS posted a video with the Kitchen Killers, Billy Floyd. I watched that about an hour ago. I saw Christian's haircut, and I understand. Yeah. Surprised I didn't see Billy's friend Jay. He's like, okay, but like, isn't the Kitchen Killers not just Kitchen Killer? I don't know. That's just me. But because it was Christian that sent me the video showing me about the crookedness up there. Oh, about the governor, but it just bleeds in everything. Higher ups, they don't care. They just do what they do. Oh, it's a kitty. What is it? Yeah, kitty. Oh. Wow. And again, this because the main show is about all the crap that's going on in California, but it's also about people trying to help each other. It's still about natural disasters. I still believe in my mind it was an arsonist, but my conspiracy theories do happen quite often. You were on the road while you were doing this video. Let's see if I'm going to focus on this. So as California has the fires, Kenny has the snow, Mark has the snow, an hour up north of me has snow, but we have just rain. So, but if it comes out at 24 degrees tomorrow, I'm not driving on that. Not driving below that. Okay, so Mr. Home Arcade still has not sent me his address yet, but I sent him his. Still has not sent me his address. I sent him mine. I just had to seal the box up. I told my ex that Legend Trying, she will be at MegaCon. She's going to wait in line to go see Jody. She's going to go in line and see Jody. I did look up the price. Oh my God. I said $100 for that. Cheaper than Matt. Cheaper than a lot of the others. Karen Galan is not on the list because, she just had the baby. Jenna Coleman is still on the list, but, yeah, down the whole list of people, they freaking go broke. I still remember it was $20. I mean, back in the day when MegaCon first started. Hey, I have 2 pictures from Adam West because I brought in the newspaper article from Orlando Sentinel, and his agent said they didn't see that, so I gave the newspaper article to him, and Adam signed one, to Tom. So I got the one from my dad, one from me. So $10 an autograph from Adam West. That's pretty cool. But she's gonna wait in line to go see Jody, so she'll get one for her, one for me. But the money, I have no freaking money. Jesus Christ. To go see everyone for the autographs. And was it Matt said for Matt you had to pay extra if you want something else signed separately? So I guess signing the base of the TARDIS would be $120 or something, or $140. At least I'm holding, But I just had to give her $100 to get an autograph of Jody for me, and she'll get hers. And I said, go over to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS booth, get hold a picture of the TARDIS. And that's what I made a comment on when Christian made the video with the Kitchen Killers. As Billy asked, "Where's the TARDIS been?" I made a comment. It was at the Seminole Town Center, but now that's being closed down. They're closing down a mall. That was 2 years ago. We did the photo shoot. Yeah, we did the photo shoot in Lake Mary. Then I forgot how to get to the mall. I mean, I haven't been there in 5 years. I haven't been there in 10 years since. It was my memory of that there. And no A&W root beer. That sucked. So that means Big Boy shut down over there within a year. Toys R Us shut down. And then the mall was just pathetically there. Now they're going to be torn down. It's sad reality. I'll make a comment when I move the episode of stores closing, which was supposed to be Monday night, to 2 weeks after. That'll be when I'm in Orlando. So yeah, that'll be fine. That fills up that space. But like I said, when I win the lottery, Mark can go pick out a car. Need that transportation. Was that episode 15? It will be now episode 17. Be on the 27th. I would still be able to record something on Sunday night. I'm hoping that the weather does not happen. I'm going to be raining when I get down to Orlando. But can't do anything about it. Still need the batteries for this Sonic. Just want to play with it for a little bit. To push the buttons. So how do we... Is it supposed to be that way or that way? Supposed to be... I didn't even... He didn't give me the instructions. I don't have the instructions for this thing either, so I have no idea how to even worked with sonic screwdrivers. I wanted to play with it for a bit. But yeah, that's about it. I told her to go see the Legend of Traveling TARDIS. So she'll either see Christian or Dave or Faith or Jessica. I said, yeah, if I was there, yes, I'd probably be sitting on the edge of the table because no more room on the table side. One little teacup saying, yeah, I'm the one spilled the geek tea. And so is Dave. And technically Christian. But not this time. I was going to make the poster today. I thought about it, but I was like, it's a Saturday. I don't want to be waiting in line UPS. I should have. There's like no one at UPS. Well, maybe Tuesday. But then again, if it's 24 degrees outside, I'm not going out there. I'm not even going to the post office. So we'll see thing. I just need to put my toys away. It's almost this, like I said, this shade of purple, but it's a little bit lighter shade of violet. And I'm going to ask for Barbarossa Customs to make for me. If I combine two things for this one, get a new head of me, then I can have my one figure done. I would love to have that mask made. Masterverse Manny Faces has little extra heads, faceplates. Someone's trying to sell it to me. Say, oh, I knocked off 10%. So with the shipping, which costs more than the thing itself, it would cost me $12 for 3 little heads. I put in a bid of $18 for another Manny Faces complete. No response. I just, because the 3 heads, one is a blue face. I just had to add a little soul patch, basically. Paint it white, hair, fix the mustache, soul patch. So I have my mask there. The other one's a skull, which I probably just paint yellow. Be Skeletor. Be funny. But that's all I got. I'm glad I'm crystal clear. Oh, I lost track here. Only one Doctor Who. Okay, maybe 5 people. Okay, 10 people. Okay, man. What did you say, Mark? I would be bankrupt if I went to MegaCon for people. Yeah. Yeah, $20 back in the day. Yeah, but then it went to $40. Like, what? But it's Jody. I mean, Jody. In a parallel universe, we're so happy together. And every year, when for the new Who, I would audition because I would be living in England. I would have been in England doing a performance. I would have been on a talk show, and I said, "Oh yes, I love Jodie. Oh my god!" I invite her to play, meet, fall in love, and every year, 10th Doctor, 11th Doctor, 12th Doctor, I would have auditions to be. I'm in England now. I could be the Doctor. Until like, you know what? This is my wife. You know, let her be the Doctor, and then we just kind of like, he wants to do what? And then Christian would invite me on the show even earlier and ask the questions like, how do you feel about it? Well, I can't really say anything about it because she's still the Doctor right now. But I find it, well, the show must go on, must evolve. I don't understand how these things are occurring. Doctor finds Gallifrey, and now Gallifrey is destroyed. We have a fugitive Doctor, and we don't know where she fits into it. We have the War Games, which has been shrunk down to 90 minutes, which they did on VH. Towns of Wing Chiang, Deadly Assassin, and something else I can't remember. And they cut it down to a 90-minute story. And that's what PBS did too. They made 90-minute episodes for the story. So the timing thing is one thing. But to say the war chief is the master because it was a fan favorite. Like, no, it wasn't. It was you Goombas say, well, some people mentioned it and they were like the idea that be the war chief. That just blows out the whole thing for Roger Delgado. The colorization I had no problem with. Putting the doctors as, oh, he's too young. Oh, he's too old. No. No. That was their idea of, oh, let's do something here. Let's make Davros walk. I have the heads in me. One of these heads, not the one with the sunglasses, one of the heads is going on Davros's body to represent when I sat in the Davros chair before it was completely destroyed by the weather because it was left outside. The one that has my profile pic. We edited it and I lost the edited version of it. That's been non-accessible. I don't know, whatever. Time passes. Memories are there. I almost want to put on the Emperor Dalek Davros because he looks like they turned him into a Frankenstein monster, just green face. But I'll have a figure of me as Davros, and that's what I'm going to incorporate into one of the stories if I ever write it, because the War Master took the place of Davros in creating the Daleks. I was like, you know what? Big Finish is stealing my ideas before I even get the stories out. And the poster, I was going to do it today, but I forgot the thing. I was thinking, oh, UPS store is going to be busy today. It wasn't that busy. It wasn't even raining. The only thing I have on here is that I have the white background, so I can print that. I can print this out at work. I don't care who's opening tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to, for small scale, I have a small version. I also have the picture for the Guardians of Gallifrey, which my ex did create. That version. She fixed it up and made it nice. And so I use that one for Reverend Amagon, which I did create the name before and I just forgot. So I was Reverend Amagon before I was Reverend Amagon. So I got some things. Tuesday, if it's not a cluster out there, I'll go to UPS, say I want to make the poster, go to post office, gonna mail out the box to Oz. I do too. That's why the poster will be black, but I'll have the small one in white somewhere in the background, because I'm still believing we're gonna have more people on the show this year, and that's why I want to expand the 2025 poster. If everyone kind of shrinks down or it'll be horizontal, I may stick it behind there. You know, like, so the 2024 poster is finally up into your 2025. And then 2026 will have the 2025 version. I will stick it up there with the little orange birds because I still have Gadget's picture right there. It's set to shrink it down because she did create the title. She'd have all the ideas. The phone number expired. I can get the phone number back, but I had to get another phone to. Yes, Spill the Geek Tea. How can I help you? Yes, I'd like to say interview. Okay, or the call-in thing like. A guest, Pedro. He's been bullied a lot on social media. That's why he had a lot to say in one of the other episodes. And we continue on. So we're going to continue on with that bullying in society and bullying on social media. They did it on Greg's channel, saying how he's da, 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 and Greg just went delete. Because the guy has autism and they're trying to all these things, but Greg has the same thing. He has he knows a lot. I mean, he knows a lot. And I know a lot of things. But Pedro doesn't have an animated picture, so I may just take his Twitter X picture and stick it on there. I'm going to shrink Gadget's picture or use one of our other ones just to put in the background. And technically, Billy was on the show because he was on the first episode, so he's there. So I put up there. With Allison Troy, she wants to pop in for the pizza episode. And I know returning guests, Mikey wants to return. Eldor was going to return. Corey, he got sick, so he will return soon. I got to contact Jay. Oz may be popping in. Katie will be available like next week. So we'll have a returning crew. But the symbol for the Guardians of Gallifrey, I got to put that on there in the poster. Put in Gadget. Put in Billy. So at least that's 3. The still pondering my bugging them. The bass player and the drummer of Velvet Chains, they will be on the show. Just they're in LA. Oh my God, they're in LA right now. They're not talking about anything. Well, they were in LA. They were in LA before the fires occurred, recording new music. But Nils said he wants to be on the show. He wore a T-shirt on stage saying "Resistance is futile." I mean, that's hilarious. Oh, yes. Ramona, you are always invited. You want to be on a show? I will send you the link. Anytime. All are welcome. And then I'll put your picture on the board. And then for 2025 version, which I have Mark created a new 2025 version using the original crew, adding Arthur for Guardians of Gallifrey, adding Allison, adding Billy, adding Gadget. So add Ramona. I said I do the recordings on Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, and I post them Monday night. But as Greg of the Timescale said, to go live, just let's do it Sunday. That's the best thing. Because to go live on Monday night, it's like, well, it's my day off. But we just do it Sundays and be done with it. We'll gather together like we do Sunday and just record it. It cannot be more than 2 hours because we're going back to core version of StreamYard because that's the $69 version. To pay $100 just to go unlimited times, like this is not Oz's Clubhouse. I'm not going to be going on for hours and hours. Here I can go on for hours and hours. I mean, it's YouTube, no big deal. But for StreamYard, we're going to keep it under 2. Otherwise, I had to cut it as part 2. I figured it out. But so Ramona, I'm going to send you the link after this too. I'm going to contact Mega J Retro because we're going to talk about the California fires tomorrow night. I'm going to post it on Monday night, so I'm pushing one episode 2 weeks later, 2 weeks into the future. The store closings, and we go from there. Every Sunday we're going to do recordings. It's a local recording, so it has to be set up for 4K. Again, timescales, I'm using his StreamYard because it has storage. Paparazzo Dave Chapman has access to the original one, which I'll still pay for. I will pay Christian. I think my next time is in March when I had to pay the rent again. Dave has access. He will take control of Spill the Geek Tea on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS StreamYard, and he will do the adult versions. Yes, the Candyman. It's the Candyman. So let me jot this down because my memory. So, and the show is about done too. We're about an hour and 10 minutes. Email Ramona. I'll send it to you on Facebook. And email, well, message, message, same difference. Message Jay on Instagram. It's always it's the same studio. And we gather around 5:45 p.m. or some Sunday nights Eastern, and then we try to begin on 6 p.m. on certain topics. And based on that, I'm on local recordings just to keep it all nice and clear. I mean, I did the reset. I'd reset the thing there, so everything is like 99% cool. But Greg wants it because it's his StreamYard. So we obey. And so the California fires, but it will lead into natural disasters. So if Kenny wasn't watching football games on Sunday, he can jump in with, he's got snow. But I will throw in, he's got snow. Mark's got snow. An hour north of me got snow. Alabama's got snow. We had rain. Okay, so you're good. You're East Coast. And if Oz comes in, he's also East Coast. Now I know where he lives. And I got to check to see if his his birthday present came in. So I can do that too. Okay, good. So notes here and there. Got the thing. Gonna do it tomorrow. Small pictures. And that means I need a picture from Ramona. So you can be on the board. Connecticut. Places that we would love to go forth and so forth. I mean, again, I would love to be at MegaCon, but it's the week after I'm gone. So my ex is going to be in line waiting for Jody's signature. $100. If I could be there, I'd have a little chair on the end of the table and I'll hold a little teacup or something. See, I almost spilled the geek tea. Are you drinking tea? Pretty much. I had to take on the Reverend personality, didn't I? Even though when Mark says, what do I have to say? I take on the Tasty Cake personality. I'm ranting about every damn thing. So I got to, if I get it out of the way at the beginning, all the rants. Either way, I got to rant somewhere or another, but we got to keep it as a positive episode. Every episode is positive. It's family friendly. It's the people that are trying to do their best out there, and the fact that, everyone's got snow except for them. We got rain an hour south, which is weird. Thankfully, there's no, but people just constantly, God, why are they panic mode? What's all the panicking? Going shopping. I tried to have the Reverend personality, the whole, I do. I tried to keep it as that, we had to see something positive. Tasty Cake is just that whole crazy emotions run wild kind of thing. So either I'm raving or ranting. I mean, I titled the page originally Tasty Cake. Then my brother goes, is that you can't do that. So I went with, okay, how about, hashtag guru without the TARDIS. I was doing that whole, then I changed it to Revs, Raves, and Rants. And so every time I was on chat, there was, hello, Revs. Like, no, it's not Revs. It's Rev. Apostrophe S. So you know what? I went back to Tasty Cake. And now what? I have 200 subscribers. I do need to go back and do my monologues. I need to do reading poetry, singing songs. Without music, I can't get copyrighted. I can't get flagged. I still don't understand that for last Tuesday's episode of show being, this and that. But YouTube has been nice to me. It was nice to me when I had 1,000.3 thousand viewers for the one episode, but ever since then, part nothing. I can't get those people watching. So it's just thinking of topics. Besides thinking of snacks, I still got a bit of time, so I got. Oh, give me a second. I can turn the light outside. Well, magic light was turned down on that side. I got Whoppers. So you can either do Whoppers, which is a common thing, but it's on the Christmas thing. Or as Greg in the deli, he loved this, the double crisp Palmer double crisp. Drink, and it's I have no idea. It's Irish Spanish. It's from Thailand, and it has a peanut leaf extract, 40%. So that's the peanut leaf. So you can do that. Can you hear me now? Every time I say something too loud, yeah. Every time I talk too loudly into the speaker, it does that. Okay, let me try it that way. I will back up. Wow. It's picking up a lot, doesn't it? I mean, I used to be so close to it to give that whole hide behind the microphone. But yeah, it kind of hear the. If I talk too loud? The Daleks will exterminate. Weird. So I just speak softly. Can I talk like this? I'll just sit back. That's I'm not understanding why it's doing that. Why is it I'm always having problems with this stuff? I did not make any adjustments.